This is a demonstration of Wirecast. 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 This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Happy Sabbath, church. Let us rejoice and be glad in Jesus' name, and let us learn something new today. Very satisfied.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Peter 2. This is called
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
you and the follow his steps.
The theme for this morning's Sabbath School program is Footprints in the Sand. Talking is easy, isn't it? Some people
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
They can ramble on and on without things. Three boys were bragging to one another about it. One of them said, in the world who can understand him. The other is class. He's talking about this about 20 other
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
understand him. The third voice said, that's not class. What is it's one way that is to communicate with each other. People of Christian can
This is a demonstration of Wirecast. This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
But taking that first step can be difficult, especially when you don't know how to begin. Becoming like Christ is a gradual process and a lifelong pursuit. Sometimes it and don't despair.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Study and apply truth and follow. Jesus is perfect.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
It is a process that you can start to do one step. Part of this mission on earth is to show us how to teach us how to live. He didn't tell us to do things, he showed us how to do them. Christ was baptized, in heaven. He loved his mercies to serve those in need. He gave those who were him and stood up for his beliefs. He spread the gospel. These are all the things we can do.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
If you share with them, remember that all the things are possible for God. Jesus told his disciples to follow him. Matthew verse 19. In order to follow him and walk in the path he walked, we must take these 4 small but necessary steps. And attribute you to the team. Christ's virtues humble and
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Variable goal to help you develop them.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Step, pray for your daily bread. Our Heavenly loves us to want to solve us. A quiet place, kneel down, dedicate your Father, as develop Jesus Christ is
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Sad to say that even many Christians, those who profess Him as their Lord and Savior, doubt that they could ever really be like Him. Part of the good news of the gospel of Jesus Christ is that every believer, every member of the body of Christ could be like the Lord. In fact, He gave us the example of His life primarily to inspire us to walk just as He walked in 1 John 2 verse 6. That would be a fantasy if it were not for the truth that He also filled us with His Spirit.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
My definition, the word becoming indicates growth and change, a getting from here to there, from where I am to where He is, and that involves a path. If I am the way just come to your mind, bravo. The word way means a path or road, and we know that from 1 John 14:6, that Jesus Christ is the only way to everlasting salvation. He is also He is
This
also
is a
the only way
demonstration
of
of
maximizing the
Wirecast.
beliefs of our salvation in this twisted world. Because he blazed a trail of path to the heart of God, he can and will walk and run besides you and me, step by step on our everlasting path of righteousness. He knows the way to holiness because he is the way. So now we'll have donations for
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Today's mission story is titled, The Gun Would Not Fire. Fernando Lopez grew up in a town 60 miles south from Manila. Like many in the Philippines, Fernando's family didn't have much money, and like many young boys, Fernando quit school to help his parents by selling small items and running errands. Fernando was active in his church,
This
which
is a
helped to
demonstration
ease
of
the boredom
Wirecast.
he often felt. More than anything, Fernando longed for an human speed. This was impossible. Then one day, Fernando heard about the 1,000 missionary movement, a program to train volunteer missionaries who serve God for 1 year in the Philippines or
This is a
in
demonstration of
one of
Wirecast.
several countries. Excited, Fernando asked his parents' permission to join. With their blessing, he applied and was accepted. In the training Fernando received helped fill his desire for education and prepared him to serve God somewhere in the Philippines. When the training phase ended, he eagerly awaited his assignment to a territory. He had mixed emotions when he learned that he
This
was
is a
assigned to
demonstration
work
of
in an area
Wirecast.
some 400 miles from his home. Fernando arrived in his new field and began seeking out those who were interested in learning more about God. Soon he was given several Bible studies a week. Some of the people taking the Bible studies lived in a small settlement in the mountains, a 4-hour ride by bicycle from where he stayed.
This is a
Despite
demonstration
the
of
hardships,
Wirecast.
Fernando became so involved in his work that he often spent most of his small monthlies spent to buy materials to build an Adventist church, leaving him without money to buy food. This tested his faith and prepared him for even greater tests that would come to him. But throughout his experience, his faith in God did not waver. One of
This is a
Fernando's
demonstration
converts
of Wirecast.
was Julie. She and her sister Izzy had studied the Bible with Fernando, then attended his evangelistic meetings. Julie and her sister had been baptized recently in spite of objections of Julie's husband Lem. Fernando knew of Lem's objections to
This
his
is a
wife's
demonstration of
interest
Wirecast.
in religion. Lem had forbidden Julie to attend church and had threatened to harm her if she continued going, but Julie had stood firm and continued to attend church. Fernando appreciated her sincere desire to honor Christ, and lately Lem began to ignore Julie's church attendance. Perhaps he realized that his objections would not stop his wife from following Christ. Lem was
This is a
a
demonstration
soldier,
of
and his
Wirecast.
assignments often took him away from home. When he was home, he spent much time and money drinking with his friends. One day, Lem's buddies began teasing him about his wife's interest in religion. "What's the matter, Lem?" one challenged him. "Couldn't you keep your wife from joining that church?" As the tease grew more intense, Lem began agitated. "You're wrong," he finally
This is a
I
demonstration
prove
of
to you that I
Wirecast.
can control my wife. With those words, Lamb swaggered out of the bar and went home. That afternoon, Fernando had been visiting homes of people interested in studying the Bible. He wasn't far from Julie's home when he decided to stop by to make sure Julie still planned on coming the next day. As he neared her house, Fernando was startled by a loud blast that sounded
This
like a
is a
gunshot.
demonstration of
At
Wirecast.
first, he was not concerned about it, but when another shot rang out, he looked around to see who was shooting. Just then, he saw Julie running out toward him. "Run, get away," she shouted. "Lamb's trying to kill you." Fernando took cover behind a large tree. He knew that Lamb was an expert marksman, and if the man wanted to hit Fernando, he could easily do so. Julie ran back toward the house where she found her husband angrily yanking
This is a
at his gun,
demonstration
trying
of
to remove a
Wirecast.
bullet that had lodged in the barrel. As Julie saw what he was doing, she grew bold. "Lamb, you know that God jammed your gun so you couldn't hurt Fernando?" None of Lamb's efforts could unjam the gun. Surprised by this unexpected turn of events, Lamb put the gun down and listened to Julie explain how God had worked to save his messenger from death.
This is a demonstration of
When he
Wirecast.
cooled down and sobered up, Lamb admitted that his wife was right. Fernando had done nothing to harm him. Lamb no longer objects his wife and children attend church services. He has accepted Fernando's friendship and has agreed to Bible studies. He has told his drinking buddies that he is glad his family attends church, and they have stopped
This
teasing
is a
him.
demonstration of
Those who witnessed
Wirecast.
the events of that day agreed that God truly worked a miracle to save Fernando's life. But no less of a miracle is the change in Lamb's heart.
This
Now we
is
have
a
lessons
demonstration
study.
of Wirecast.
We have our free classes and teachers. Please take your positions.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Good morning, Sabbath School. Good morning. Please read another Sabbath for us in the house of the Lord as discussed some words this morning and into the synagogue every Sabbath day. It tells us that even after Jesus Christ's resurrection,
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
still on. And this is one of his ordinary throughout.
This is a demonstration.
Let's read the memory text together. The memory text says, "And God will wipe away every tear from their eyes. All sight